Hi YouTube family, I'm Ivy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the who, when, what, where, and why we should or should not be drinking apple cider vinegar. But before we get started, go ahead and press the like button below, give me a good thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and grab a glass of water because I'm about to spill some tea. All right, so let's get started with the why behind this video, right? I've had this concern, so I'm assuming that other people have had this concern, specifically people who follow my channel. I do share some alkaline, vegan, Dr. Sebi approved meals and recipes. So I'm sure that some of you guys have wondered, is apple cider vinegar for melanated people? I know I have wondered this, so I did lots of research. I've asked questions with health and wellness professionals within the Black community that I trust, and I've compiled some information that I want to share with you. So let's start with why people are raving about apple cider vinegar. It has been said to help people lose weight, that it is great for detoxing and cleansing, it reduces blood sugar levels, and it contains enzymes, proteins, antioxidants, and the healthy bacteria that's good for your gut. So it's healthy for digestion. It can help alleviate constipation and indigestion such as acid reflux. It has been said that it reduces belly fat and bloating, and many other great things. So I know what you're thinking, this sounds like an amazing thing, and it sounds like something I need to go to the store and buy now, and I'm sure that even many of you who are watching this video have already been using and loving apple cider vinegar. So on the contrary, there are several people in the melanin wellness community, is what I'll call it, who are more focused on wellness for the African body and what we need as people of color to really sustain and optimize our state of well-being on the planet right now. Some of the reasons why there are people who promote wellness for melanin people specifically are around and sharing their information with the world is because a lot of the health and wellness practices and guidelines and standards were created based on the European body. This is not necessarily my words, but more so what I'm sharing based on what I've learned. I'm sure that research has been done on people of all colors, especially more in the modern day, because we are in America, this is the melting pot, and it's not just one race here by any means. But it is important for us to consider our health for our specific bodies. Of course, the people that we originate from, our ancestors, did likely come from either Africa or somewhere in the Caribbean, South America, Central America. All of these areas are extremely hot for the most part, right? So our body is used to thriving in a climate that is sustained by the sun and the foods that are created and thrive from the sun's energy. So it is important for us to pay attention to how we eat, specifically for our own body types, and that's not just for people of African descent, that's for all people. I've said this in several of my videos. Everybody's body is different, so you really do have to get in touch with your own body, learn to listen to your body, and do what is best for you. So there are people in the melanin wellness community that propose that we should eat a very high alkaline diet, foods that grow from the sun's energy, that come from the earth. Some of those foods are kale and okra and quinoa and amaranth, tons of fruits and vegetables, etc. But this is straight acid. I was just trying to drink some a minute ago. I put way too much ACV and I'm like, when you do start paying attention to the things that Dr. Sebi teaches, it's all about alkalinity, putting natural alkaline foods in the body. So it would naturally raise questions about, is this safe to drink for someone who wants to maintain a state of alkalinity in their body and to heal and nourish their body long term? The apple cider vinegar detox has been one of the latest health fads over the last probably 5 to 7 years or so. However, it's also a health remedy that has been passed down through generations. I don't know if it had been more so passed down in Caucasian families, because I know I had never heard of it. I never heard of it from my family or anyone's family that I'm close to, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't been passed down in many Black families over years. I just don't know about it. However, it is something that's been around for a while, but it's also a modern health craze of sorts. The basic level of it is taking 3 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar every day right before each meal. That has been helping people supposedly with all of the health benefits that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Mainly, I think people take it for weight loss and overall detoxing. The apple cider vinegar detox is highly recommended for people who are facing toxic overload. And that basically means you're experiencing poor digestion, like constipation or indigestion, you're feeling overall sluggish, you have chronic headaches, or if you are overweight or obese. Clearly experiencing signs of toxicity. Obviously, if you're constipated, you're not moving waste out. And when you are overweight, what your body is doing is trapping toxins by surrounding them with fat. Some other ways that the body shows toxicity is through the skin. So if you have eczema, different types of rashes, or acne, you probably are experiencing toxins that your body is trying to get out in one way or another. So with this information, then comes the question, should we do it? And if so, why? And the answer is both yes and no. And it just depends on where you are at this point in your wellness journey. For most of us in America, we are living on what's called a SAD diet, the standard American diet. It's supporting disease running rampant in all of our communities, but specifically the Black community. Many of us tend to think that we have hereditary diseases in our family, such as diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, etc. But these are more often than not lifestyle diseases. If you pay attention to one of our most iconic Black American movies, Soul Food, it plays out the story for all of us. Go watch it. It will remind you why you need to change things up for the next generation in your lineage. Big Mama knew how to cook now, but she was sick the whole way through. Well, she wasn't going to the doctor, and then in the end she would. She had to be hospitalized because she was extreme case of toxic overload, and then she passed away. You know, everybody got a grandma. She might be granny, she might be big mama, whatever. She know how to cook. She know how to throw down in the kitchen. Fried chicken, fried okra, mashed potatoes and gravy, ham hocks. If you're from the South, chitlins, all of that crap. Straight up crap that we have been eating for generations on top of generations, and we're thinking that these diseases that have been showing up for generation after generation are hereditary, when actually you're not getting just your mama's genes, but you're getting her lifestyle, you're getting her diet, and you're not changing it in your lifestyle, so you're repeating the patterns. And we can stop that today. Okay, my rant took me left field, but a lot of us aren't eating what we need to be eating. So for many of us who are not eating a diet that is healthy, full of fruits and vegetables, very low in processed food, dairy, GMO foods, canola oil, all of that stuff that's being put in our food and we're not even reading the labels. For you, it might be helpful for you to go ahead and take apple cider vinegar to help strip some of those toxic layers that are really caked up in your digestive tract. So if you've been eating ham hocks and burgers and fries and fried chicken for years and years and years, then yes, you have years of layers of toxic waste in your intestines that needs to be cleansed out. And something like apple cider vinegar, which is a very strong acid, can help strip some of that out of there and help do some of the things that we talked about. Again, it does help lower blood sugar levels, stimulate bowel movements, and all of that. On the other hand, there are some of us who are vegan, and not only vegan, because you can be a junk food vegan, but not only vegan, but we're eating a whole food diet. And some of us are the next level, eating alkaline vegan diets, Dr. Sebi approved diets, and you have already been cleansing for years. So for you, no, you don't need to put this strong acid in your body because you've already been doing the work to cleanse and heal naturally. To recap, those who can benefit from drinking apple cider vinegar on a detox plan are those who are eating a standard American diet, those who are eating a vegan junk food diet, a vegetarian diet, still getting in some of that dairy and processed foods. Mainly all of us who are eating the average way in America, not cooking most of our own food, eating out at fast food restaurants, not reading the labels on the food that we buy, you very likely will benefit from doing an apple cider vinegar detox. If you know that you are experiencing toxic overload, you have some type of skin issue, headaches, on a regular basis, you have a chronic illness and you're not supporting it with the proper diet, you don't have a healthy digestion, these are all signs that apple cider vinegar could be helpful for you for a periodic detox. And I say periodic because it's not something that you want to continue to do for the rest of your life. Again, this is a strong acid and it's kind of like a cleansing agent, like a scrubbing bubbles to your digestive system and the cells in your body. But if you're eating healthy foods, then you don't have to go in there and scrub up with a bunch of acid on a regular basis. For those who are eating an alkaline vegan diet, a raw vegan diet, a very whole food diet where you're cooking most of your foods, you're paying attention to your ingredients, you're not allowing things like maltodextrin and MSG and soy, protein isolate, you're eating mostly organic foods, and you're not eating a lot of foods that are going to be adding a lot of toxicity to your system, then you probably don't need apple cider vinegar, this strong acid, to cleanse your body. So overall, the verdict is out. Apple cider vinegar is a cleanser, not a healer. If you are looking to heal your body of a chronic disease, you may want to start with a cleanse, and apple cider vinegar isn't the worst one to start with. It's also not the only one to start with, so keep that in mind. If you are wanting to heal your body, which most of us are, whether it's just acne on your skin or it's a major disease like diabetes or heart disease, you need to do the work, and the first step is going to be cleansing. After you cleanse, then you go into a healing diet and lifestyle, and that includes alkaline vegan fruits and vegetables, and it also includes shaping up your environment so that it supports your well-being. There is one exception to the people who may find apple cider vinegar useful, and that is people who are experiencing candida and yeast of any sort. There are some wellness professionals that say that fermented foods that have that healthy bacteria can also kind of support the yeast. I would say if you have a yeast or candida issue, don't use apple cider vinegar, and I'm about to share with you some ways that you can detox and cleanse as a substitute for apple cider vinegar. Number one is black seed oil. It has actually some of the same benefits of apple cider vinegar. Black seed oil, it has been coined as the cure for anything except death. The number one thing about black seed oil that puts it neck and neck, actually higher than apple cider vinegar, is that it helps curb cravings, and that will help you lose weight. Helping to curb cravings is something that apple cider vinegar is known for as well, but this is a powerful way to stop cravings. It kills off parasites and worms. It's also a powerful cleanser and healer for the liver and kidneys, which are two powerful organs when it comes to our digestive process. Go look up the benefits and try it for yourself. Another way that you can use somewhat of an acid to cleanse your body is through lemons and limes. These are some of nature's most gifted fruits because they really do help us maintain that cleansing process that our body naturally does. Key lime is going to rank highest because it is, like Dr. Sebi says, alkaline, and it is more of a natural fruit than lemon. It is said that lemon is a hybrid, and it may have even stemmed from the lime. Lemon is still something that I incorporate in my day-to-day life. You can't always find key limes, but key limes are awesome, and I do think that they're one of the most alkaline foods available to us. The last way I'll share on this video to cleanse and heal your body without using apple cider vinegar is through herbs. Some of the herbs that you can eat fresh and including your day-to-day meals are cilantro and parsley. Those are two of my favorite herbs for cleansing and healing. Also dill or oregano. Oregano is awesome. Basil. There's a great herb that helps get rid of toxins called sarsaparilla. There's tons of herbs. I may leave more in the description box below. I hope this was helpful for you deciding whether or not apple cider vinegar is going to be good for your individual body. Again, it's all up to you, whatever you want to do. Leave in the comments below, do you use apple cider vinegar on a regular basis? And if so, how often? Again, if you are going to use apple cider vinegar, I suggest using it for a period of time, not as like something that you're going to do every day of your life. A cleanse here and there a couple times a year or once a year probably won't hurt you if you are on a diet that you know could be improved And if you are on the alkaline vegan diet or on a raw food vegan diet, or you just eat really clean whole foods, many blessings to you. Thank you for sharing your light in the world, and definitely use your natural fruits and vegetables and herbs to continue to heal and nourish your body. Thank you for watching. Please press the like button below and subscribe to my channel so that I can make more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Yes, black seed oil is not any better in taste. Stings you at the back of the throat. But it's good for you.